Yo, what up? What up? What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? Just get a little bit up. I think it's 30. Much better. I know it's a little bit dirty. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Give a minute for people to get on. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Mic check. All right, that's good too. Why the hell do I keep doing this? All right. So, guys, let's start this party. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to ViceTradingAcademies.com isolation class. In this class, what we do is, guys, we go over these 9 pairs on the right hand side of the screen. Let me put them excluding XRP and EURJPY, right? And these 9 pairs, what we're looking for is for points of interest, right? And wait for these points of interest to be targeted, price to target these points of interest, right? To then start looking for entries. So we basically, we're setting up points of interest and waiting for the late London, early New York session to look for our entries. All right. So in order to really, 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 really take advantage of this live, we also have 2 other lives that supplements this live. So we have the daily live trading room where we trade and take these trades Monday through Friday live so you guys can see how we actually are doing our entry process as well, not just setting aside a couple pairs, that's going with the trend, that the going with the right direction, it's not in a reversal, things like that. So make sure you guys are subscribers so you guys can take advantage of that. And also we have the Sunday weekly market breakdown, which is every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern, right? So make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that like, follow us, and join our free Discord, right? So let's start this party, guys. So let's start with AU. So I'm gonna do a top to bottom, right? Because not only do this on Mondays, right? During the week, we already know what to expect, right? So let's start from the top. Where's everything at, and what's the expectation for the week, right? So right now we in AU, we are in A2, second zone of consolidation on the way down, right? Our market structure for the daily time frame is down. We are in an internal structure moving sideways, but overall, we are trading between this high and this low. We're waiting for price to break that low, right? For we know that we are continuing the trend to peak formation low, right? But right now we're trading in between that range, that daily time frame range, all right? So we have that down. Next, we're gonna go to our 4 hour. And I took a trade here, but I'll go over that too. So my 4 hour market structure, right? Market structure is key, guys. Market structure lets you, go with the flow, right? With price action. That's what market structure is, price action. So our market structure for the 4 hour time frame, we can see we were heading up at one point. Then we had a change of character and we started to push down, right? We started to give lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, right? And we had a target. We had a target, entry target on the lower time frame, which is for once we make that low and we break that low, we're looking for price to pull back, right? And we know textbook wise, um, we're looking for this, right? We had this painted from last week. We drew this last week, waiting for price to come back, retest that lower low point, right? And once it retests, drop down to a lower time frames to start looking for entry signals, right? And that's what we're doing right now, right? So this is exactly what we were waiting for. Price came, tested it, and came and retested again with that gap, filled in that gap, and then starting to push down. So let's take a look. So we understand that our 4 hours is also down, right? Remember, trading is about confluences, right? It's about probabilities. The more confluences you have, the higher the probability that you are in the right side of the market, and you'll be able to take, trades with no fear, and you'll be able to do those things. So right now we have A2 in our side going down. Our daily market structure is down. Our 4 hour market structure is down. That's three confluences on price action, right? Just want to make that clear. So we have those three confluences thus far. So we're waiting for price to retest. Did we get that retest? Yes, we did. Right. We got it last week Tuesday, and we got it again today, right? Oh, Sunday, Monday, right? So 30-minute market structure, right? Price is trading between market structure between this high and this low. So technically we're still down. Everything between this zone, it's purely internal structure of the 30-minute structure. So price came back, retest the high and pushed down. Wow, I didn't even see this. So within the last 5 minutes or 30 minutes, right, this candle just closed. We had a big push to the downside. Damn. No trading for me. This was one I wanted to look for a trade today. So I'm going to call this a no net day because we just filled in that gap, right? And today we dropped. So let's talk about the trade that I took. So here's basically I took this trade today, right? I know that we're looking to fill in the gap. So it's basically pure market structure, lower time frame market structure, lower low, lower highs, taking advantage of these lower lows, lower highs, you know, um, gauging where the market is going to reverse at. Not only gauging what the market is going to reverse at, I'm just managing my trade to make sure that I'm in the right side, right? So we have all these. We had a change of character in the 5 minute chart. We had lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs this whole time until we filled in the gap, right? And my take profit was where we filled in the gap. And for those of you who want to see it, here it is, right? Where I took the trade and I'm managing my trade, right? Till we hit take profit, which is where um, we fill in the gap, right? So it was an easy trade. Sunday, Monday is usually a continuation of what's happening on Friday. So I figured we were gonna continue to the bottom because of everything else. This is the other trade that was taken last week when, again, price retest that 4 hour, right? Price came, retest that 4 hour, got in and got out, right? This was 18 pip gain. Yesterday was 41 pips, right? Prior to that, Monday, well, Tuesday, this was Wednesday. Tuesday also took it to the downside, right? Every time I see an opportunity that prices are going to push down, that's when I'm going to take the trade. And I need to see my behaviors, my entry signals hit before I'm going to enter also. I want to make that clear, right? Just like here, we had identify my target. What was my target? My 4 hour target. It was on a 4 hour time frame. Was the pullback to the previous lower low point, right? That was my target. I need to identify three pushes to the target. 1, 2, 3 to the target, right? I need to see an engulfing candle that clears the zone, right? Well, first I need to see my anchor, right? There's different forms of anchors. On the top, you can have an M, you can have a triple top, quadruple top, whatever the case is, right? But then I need to see an engulfing candle that clears the zone, right? We didn't get an engulfing candle that cleared the zone, right? Perfect. Then you do the next thing. You identify the flip zone. Here's a flip zone, right? Price needs to come, breaks the flip zone. Price broke the flip zone, come back and pull back and not break the flip zone, right? Didn't break the flip zone. Then you get in. That's it, right? And then we have continuation, right? And then we have off the high, right? This is a more intricate trade, which the criteria are not here because I want you guys to learn the easiest to identify, not the ones that's going to take you a long time. These are clear entry, clear entry, right? Clear. Here's the flip zone. Clear, right? So let's continue. So today I was looking to take an entry on this, but price already moved. We already moved 52 pips. I'm not going to take a trade. 52 pips, ADR 60 now. We almost at ADR. Look at ADR. So there's really nothing. But we're going to leave it there because today we're going to break below that zone. All right. Well, let's just do a 30-minute. Let me take this off. All right. Let me see. 30-minute retest. Boop. Retest my high point. That was the target technically. Sorry about that. This is I want to fix all this. This was last week's target. So this week, this is the 4-hour BOS. So let's put that 4-hour BOS. I'm gonna make this blue. I'm gonna make sure that we understand what time frame things we're looking for things. 4-hour BOS. Right. This is my next 4-hour BOS. Right? Just so you guys can see a little bit better. I'm gonna go over here so you guys can see it. Right. This is the 4-hour BOS. Write that there too. 4-hour breaker structure. All the way to the right. I'm gonna leave that zone. So that's my 4-hour breaker structure. All right, so let's go back to the 30-minute. All right. 30 minutes. Market structure. Right? We were trading between this high and this low. So this is the breaker structure retest was here. Right? For this internal, right? I'm gonna put a lower low retest here. Even though I'm not gonna be trading this, guys, today. It's already moved so much. We're almost at ADR. Right? But I will want to see in the future price to either come down, then come back up, retest here to go down, retest that forward to continue, right? That's what I want to see happen. So this is why I'm already going to set this up this way, right? We also have that low of the 30-minute is down here as well, still resting with the 4-hour, and we have the 30-minute zone also at the bottom, right? So notice price just is breaking that 30-minute zone, letting us know that we're still heading down. So everything looks good. This is a pair that everything is matching and looking good. The only thing for today is it already moved. It moved too fast for us. It moved early. All right, so I'm spending a lot of time on this pair right now. So let's do 30-minute BOS retest. I'll put internal structure, IS. I'll put IN, NS. Right, just so we can be a little bit more clear of what we're looking at. I'm gonna add an alert. Price touches there, comes back to it. I get the alert for me to take a look at it. Right? So that's my points of interest for this. I have retest here and break and retest of the BOS. Those are my points of interest. All right, to continue this. We want this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? So this will be over here. Right? So this retest will be this retest. If that makes sense. Then we get another lower low, breaks the structure. Right? Then the lower high. I want to see that lower high that's going to be here to be around here somewhere. Right? So this is just the map, and we need to, with these variations, we need to figure out when we're going to get these lower high points retest, right? And this is by looking at what structure is being made. So what we doing right now? I'm leaving this one on. That stays on. EURCAD, let's start from the top. A lot of confluences on AU. A lot. Let's turn all this off. Start from market makers pattern. Where are we? Level 2 rise. Right? When we're looking at our daily structure, what's our daily market structure looking like? Right? We're trading between that high and that low, right? Notice what price did. Price came, tested the low, and then pushed up, right? So our daily is still up, right? You understand that the daily is up, right? So drop down to the 4 hour, right? Last week we had a previous 3 weeks of drop. So after 3 weeks of drop, the market must what? Must rise. So we are expecting price to end this week on a higher note from last week, from the beginning, right? So let's update our market structure for this, right? This is also going to cause us to update our 3 hour zone from here to here, that we're trading between that zone. Now, when we have the market structure shift, meaning a change of character on the 4 hour time frame, price needs to break above here. This is why I have that here. This is the 4 hour change of character. It's up here. I'm gonna make this blue. 4 hour change of character. Right? This is where I'm going to get my alert. I'm going to add an alert. EURCAD 4 hour CHOCH. You could put market structure shift or change of character. It means the same thing, right? Depending on what lingo you come from or what you listen to, right? Or who your mentors are, because everyone's speaking the same thing. They just use different frames, different terms to make it their own, right? So when you Google it, you can't find it, right? So that's what they do. So market structure shift, also known as change of character, right? Or change of direction. Price change direction on the 4 hour time frame. We're waiting for that to happen up here for us to push to say that we're up. But right now we are in level 2 rise. Our daily market structure is still up. Our 4 hours down because we're still trading between that high and that low. Dropping down to my 30 now. Right? My 30 market structure. We were making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. We were trading in between this zone. And then today, what happened? Price broke to the top side, right? So now we have a change of direction to the top side. Oh, yes, we had a change of character. 30-minute change was up here. So let's get that going. So price changed to the top side. We had a higher high. Higher low, right? Came in, retest our zone, just wicked it, right? Consolidated and then pushed away, right? So do we have a change of direction on the 30? Yes, we do. So now we're back to the top side. That's what I want to see, back to the top side, right? There's only one thing I don't like, right? And you guys in the Discord know it's this gap, right? Because we know the gaps in a later date, they come back and fill in those gaps, right? So this gap I don't really like it, right? Because it has to get filled. So we have price can always come back to fill in that gap before the continuation. But right now we are up, right? So basic market structure, what are we looking for, right? We're looking for higher highs, higher lows. Where will be the higher low retest? Will be here, right? Make the higher high, higher low, retest here. So let's get that going. Retest higher low. There it goes. Retest higher low, retest higher high. But we're gonna put POS retest. POS retest alert. Change this to blue dashes, right? The alerts. Change this to red. Technically, we on the 30-minute time frame. POS retest. Rename. Just gonna put 30. POS 30 alert. Right? Let's change the character. I want to change these colors to make it a little bit more visible. Right? So there we go. We had that change of character. Now we had that BOS. Remember, I like to trade after I have a change of character, right? Then I need a break instruction on that retest. That's the safest way to trade. Why? There's a lot of confirmations right there that the market changed direction. So this might be, look, we already hit ADR high. So another one that left early today. So might not be nothing for us. Let me fix that. All right, now 30-minute zones, right? We haven't made a new high has not been set, but we do have a new low. So let's change from this low. Where did the push start that broke the high? It started from here, right? Well, no, it's technically started from there, right? So we have this new high. And price broke out of that high. Where did the push start that broke that high? It started from here, right? So now we're waiting for a new high to be set so we know what our zone is. But right now, this is where our high is, our previous high, but we have a new low of the zone, which will be right where it will retest. Hope that makes sense. We can even turn this off so we don't get confused. All right. Here we go. Any questions, feel free to ask, gentlemen. So we have a point of interest here for right now. Make this blue. Daily move, price went up. All right. Next, EURUSD. Let's start from the top. So where are we? V1, right? Meaning we in the first zone of consolidation heading up. Now let's take a look. Price went to the low of the daily zone, and everything between this high and this low is internal structure, right? So right now, price came, tapped it. Is this a break? No, this is a test. Why? Because it's still touching the zone. Even though it closed below, it's still touching. It has to clear the zone. There's no clearing the zone on this thus far, right? So right now, we're still here. 4 hour, we previously had 3 weeks of drop. So this week, we're not expecting a drop. We're expecting a no net or a rise, right? Let's take a look at our 4 hour market structure. Our daily is still up. Our 4 hour is still down. New lower low. All right, let's take a look at a 4 hour zone. We're trading between that high and that low, right? So we're here. In order for price to change direction on the 4 hour, it needs to break above here, right? So we can actually put that on there just so we know. 4 hour change of character, right? Here's what the 4 hour change of character needs to happen for us to say that the 4 hour now has turned to the top side, right? So we know that that's down. Now, 30-minute, where are we? Let's take a look. 30-minute market structure, right? We had these lower lows, lower highs, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. At one time, we were trading between the zone. Did we have a break? Yes, we did. How we know that? Candle closed above. Next candle confirms it. A, is it touching? No. B, did it close above the previous? Yes, this is a confirmed break. So now we know that we broke above. So now our 30-minute, we can change to the top side. All right, so let's fix this market structure now. All right. This is what I mean, guys. When I tell you guys, I wait for two things to happen. I wait for a change of character and a BOS retest. Because notice where price is at right now. We're back. We testing the bottom. Look at all this over here. Need to erase all this. Yes. All right. Oh. Right. So we're waiting for the change of character to happen here. We got it. Right. So where did the push start? That broke that high. Started from here. So now our new bottom of our zone, 30-minute zone, is down here, and it's being tested. And we have a new high that's up here. Use the last candle. Right. So right now in our 30-minute, we're trading between that high and that low, and we're testing the bottom of the zone. Right, let me change this. What I'm doing is this extend right. I don't want it anymore. Right, I'm going to put it where that we broke. This is the candle that broke. Right, so right now we're just in a waiting game. I don't want to start trading until I have a break of structure. Right, and let's start editing this so we understand. We don't want to get caught up not understanding what we have. So this is the 4 hour. Change of character. This is the 30-minute. Just so we know. Now we want to have BOS up here. Add that alert. Minute BOS. Right, so technically, let's just draw what we want to happen, right? So now that we organize, right, I gotta get organized, guys. So price went up, went down, went up, right? Created a higher high, equal low. What I want price to break above, give me a retest for me to look for an entry to continue, right? This is what I want. This is why all this is important. There's a reason why I'm making these lines. It's not just to clutter my chart, right? I actually don't even trade with all this. I turn all this off. I just keep the breaker structure. I don't keep market structure. This is just a visual so you guys can see it, right? I don't keep any of this. So when I'm trading, I'm literally, everything is off, right? I don't need to see what's happening in the 4 hour. I don't need to see what's happening in the daily, right? I don't need to see what's happening in the daily zone, right? I understand what's happening if it breaks below the 4. I don't need to have the 4 hour zone, right? I don't have to have the 30-minute market structure when I'm trading, right? I leave it just like this. This is all I need to see, right? So I know exactly where I'm at, what zone I'm trading, what's my expectation. I want price to break above, give me a retest for me to take an entry, right? One thing about this pair is, that I can see is, remember the gap. The gap has not been filled. So price could come fill in that gap before pushing up. And if that does happen, right, we will have a change of character again to the bottom side, right? Because price will break below here, meaning that now we're trading low again. This is why I like to wait for a change of character and a break of structure retest for me to start trading, right? It's levels of confirmations that is going to allow you to not fall for fake changes of directions or quick changes of direction, basically. So quick change, right? Change up to then change down, right? So Euro USD, I'm going to leave it blue, but again, we want that, right? I would love for this to get filled before we start pushing up. Not like EURCAD. EURCAD already left, right? EURCAD went up without filling this gap, right? But if Euro USD fills in the gap first and then start pushing up, I'm going to feel much better. Because at any point in time, EURCAD could come back down to fill in this gap. It could be now or it could be later. It could take months, right? But gaps do get filled in a later date. That's for sure. GJ. So GJ, yesterday, what were we expecting, guys? We were expecting a drop. Why? Because we had a previous 2 days. Right. Let me do this one first. So we had a rise. Before I forget. Right. GJ had a previous 2 days of drop. So you are expecting the price to give us that 372. Right. And you guys who are in our Discord group, you know this trade setup, you know the rules. Rule number one, are there any gaps in any of the days? That's rule number one. And if the answer is yes, then you know that trade is not valid. That setup is not valid. Notice how we have a gap here. Setup is not valid. This is why you're expecting that drop. We didn't get it. We're going to get the drop today, right? But it was not valid, right? So we ended up getting what? We ended up getting a drop, right? Technically, it's a no net, right? But let's start from the top. Turn all this off. So we understanding. So right now, where are we? We in level one drop. Why? We had a peak formation high set, price starting to push down on the lower time frames, right? Why is your daily still up, Eric? Because we haven't changed direction on the daily, right? We're trading between this low and this high. We need price to break below, break below that zone to have a confirmed change of direction on the daily time frame. Anything in between that high and that low is internal structure of that zone, the daily zone. All right. So now let's just fix this. Right. So we have this. So if you're trading market structure, right, and this is why the lower time frames are important also when you trade in market structure, how this just it's a machine. If you're trading this, right, you have this low, you have this high, you have this higher low, higher high. You're expecting price to make a higher low, right, around here, to then make a higher high, right? That's your expectation. That's what you're expecting, right? So notice how right now, you know, there's mixed signals, right? You have daily time frame, we still up, right? Why? Because we were trading higher highs, higher lows. This is a higher low, right? And now you're waiting for price to push to make that higher high. But internally, you having higher high, higher low price action, right? To a higher low to then come to a higher high. That's what you can see. That's what we can see. Lower time frames, on the other hand, are down, right? So let's take a look at that. GJ, we had a previous 2 weeks of drop. So what's the expectation for this week? New low. Did we get a new low? This candle closure closed below this. We got a new low for the week. So we got the third week low, right? That was the easy trade, right? For yesterday, easy trade for this week. Now, when we look at 4-hour market structure, what can we see? Price was heading up, right? Trading between this high and this low. Internal structure was up. Then we have the internal high, low, high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We push into a lower low. So internally, this 4-hour structure has changed direction to the downside, right? Overall, we were still down. Why? Because we were trading price change character here. We were trading higher highs, higher lows. Price made a lower low, lower high, lower low, change character. And we were trading between this high and this low. So all this internal structure was pulling back up and now is pushed back down. So right now we know that our 4-hour time frame, we're down, right? So this is where it needs to be. Just leave it up there for now. So right now we're waiting for price to break that structure, and it did. Notice that price broke. Why we know that price broke? First candle, we broke. Second candle confirms the break. Two questions. A, is it touching the line? No. B, did it close below the previous? Yes, that's a confirmed break. So we have the confirmed break. We have to pull back to the 800, and now we're having that continuation, right? Pretty simple, pretty clear. 30-minute market structure. What are we doing? Right? Price gave us a change to the top side. Over here, we're creating these lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We're trading between this zone at one point, between here and here. Price change up, made this higher high, right? Then we started to trade between this zone, this bottom, and this top. Then price broke below, so we back down, going down. Just updating this for you guys. This is a lot, right? And right now we testing this low. So the 4 hour we're down, 30 minute is down. We retested that. So now what I want to see, I want to see price break below here, right? And what would this cause? Again, if we're doing just market structure, right? We starting from here. We have this high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? We can say this is an equal high, waiting for price to give us a lower low, retest here for us to look for entry to then continue the trend. That's the play here, right? And this is, again, this is just this, guys. Price to come back, break, retest to continue. That's all I'm looking for, guys. It's simple market structure. And here's the alert. Here's where I want to see price break and retest. GBP. I'm just doing it now. And price could always come back here too. So retest just in case. Oh, we gotta make this. We gotta turn this alert on as soon as we close this candle because I want to see it go and then come back and retest. Right, so GJ also, we're good. GU, start from the top. All right, so where are we? Level 2 rise, right? In level 2 rise. Price went up, price is going up, broke out of the consolidation and went up. Right now, let's take a look at what's happening here. Right, price, the daily has turned around. Right, so now the daily is down. Right, I want to make sure we understand what caused that. Right, which candle is the one that confirmed the break? Right, this candle broke. Next candle confirms. A, two questions. Is it touching? Yes. Did it close below? No. It's not a break. This candle does not break. Next candle, red, close below. Following candle, A, did it close below? Yes. Second candle, is it touching the line? Yes. It's not a break. Right? Following candle, right? Two questions. A, is it touching? No. B, did it close? Yes. That's a break. This is the candle that confirmed the break. Right? So right now we know we can say that our daily is down. Right? So this is definitely a pair I'm not going to be trading because everything is going counter the overall. Right? One thing for sure is that we're gonna end this month with a month of drop, so we know what's gonna happen next month. So weekly weekly we had 3 weeks of drop already. Right? So this week we're not expecting another week of drop. We're expecting no net or a rise, a pullback. Right? But let's take a look at the 4 hour market structure. For our market structure, we're heading down. Why? We have simple lower lows, lower highs. This is what's happening on the 4 hour. So we understand that the structure is down on the 4 hour. What's our trading zone? We was trading between the high and here, this low. Price came, broke that low. So now we're trading between this high, right, and this low. on the 4 hour. Right? So in order for price to turn around, we need price to break this high. So the 4 hour shows that we changed to the top side. 30 minutes. We filled in the gap. Yes, we did. That's perfect. We filled in the gap. So let's look at our 30-minute market structure. So 30-minute market structure, we're trading between what zone? That high and that low. So we still trap in between this high and this low. Right? Even though we have internal structure that's choppy. This choppy structure. Right? So in order for us to have a change of direction on the 30-minute chart to start heading up, we need price to break above here to have this 30-minute change of character. Right? And we already have our alert there. So that doesn't happen. Until that doesn't happen, there's no trading for me on this pair. We need to see the top change completely, especially knowing that the daily is down, the 4 hour is down, right? We need to see market shift to the top side. Wow, USDCAD. Damn, I was waiting for this too. Shit's crazy. This is what I get for playing Call of Duty. That's what I get. So USDCAD, again, similar to like the other ones. AU and USDCAD are going in the right direction, right? We are in level 3 rise. Why? Because we broke above. We broke out of that consolidation zone. We were trapped between that high, chopping between there, but technically it was between here and here, right? Price candle closed above, next candle. A, touching the line? No. B, did it close above? Yes. Confirm break to the top side. So that's how we know we broke above. So now we starting the uptrend party, right? We had clear targets too, bro. Damn. So right now we know that we're pushing up. So that's two confluences. Overall market makers pattern is up, daily time frame is up. 4 hour. Next. What's my 4 hour market structure? Right? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Right? Very simple. We had a higher high after a push, after a run. We're looking for a pullback. Where would our target be? We'd target the previous higher high, right? Which was here. Higher high retest. Here's where we're looking for the entry to pull away. And it gave it to us. Damn, man, I missed this. Right? So this was one that I should have took from the gap. But I was focused on 8. So pretty good though. Right now, since it's trending, we know the trend is our friend. So in the lower time frame, we just looking for higher low points to continue with the party, with the trend. So we got this breaker structure, 4 hour breaker structure, retest, it did it. So we know that's up. Next, 30-minute time frame. What are we looking for? Right? We're looking for price to turn around. We have these change of character here, lower low, lower high, retest, lower low, lower high, retest the breaker structure, lower low, high, low equal low, right? And now we have what? To a higher high. So we change characters. We got to change a character, 30-minute change of character, right? And we know that here, right? We had to change a character to the low, breaker structure. We're waiting for that breaker structure or that change of character to the top side, and it did it right here. All right, so now we got to wait. It's a waiting game. We already went above the ADR. There's nothing for me to do on this pair today. We're going to be watching it, but there's no point of interest. The point of interest will be when price pull back, right? Waiting for price to go up, give me a pullback to then continue. So it has to give me a pullback. Will it pull back all the way down here? I don't even know. I doubt it. We put our fib, if it's just up here, 61.8 will be right where our change of character happened. So let's see. I'll take a day. Let's wait and see. Price change back to the top side. Right on target. Gold. Gold yesterday gave us a drop. All right, let's start from the top. Where are we on gold? Level 3 rise. We're pushing up. How we know? Notice our overall daily market structure, which is the black, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, right? Waiting for the higher low point, right? To form to then push to the higher high. But notice how big these runs are. So for it to pull back all the way down there, unlikely, right? So we need to be trading the internal. So we know that's up. What's our 4-hour talking to us? What is it saying? Right, 4-hour, we had these highs and these lows, right? Price change because we had this higher high, higher low, higher high, then we had a lower low. So price changed to the bottom side. So we're trading between this 4-hour high and this 4-hour low. In order for price to change back to the top, it needs to break up here. If not, it's going to break this structure down to continue the low. Push. So the 4-hour is down. 30-minute. What are we? 30-minute market structure, right? We had a change of direction here, right? We had these lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high. Market change. Notice what happened. Change, retest where? The same place. The market made a higher high. We were looking for the higher low retest around here. It broke below, but as long as it doesn't break below the zone, it's just testing the zone. Right now, we're just testing, right? Candle closed below. Next candle confirms. A, is it touching? Yes. Did it close below? No. It's not a break, just a test, right? So nothing for here just yet. Want to wait to see how it reacts from here. So we do have internal structure here. This internal structure is giving us this. We want to wait for price to go like this now. So that's the internal structure I want to see. I want to wait for that to turn around. The 30-30, another one that gave us perfect stuff, right? What we were waiting for, right? This is from last week's lesson, right? We were waiting for price to come. Well, let's start from the daily. Daily market structure is up. All right, we can see because market just giving us higher highs and higher lows, right? Higher highs, higher lows. Our dailies are black. 4-hour, right? We're pushing up. Take away the daily, right? 4-hour, we're pushing up. 30-minute away so we can see it. 4-hour, we're pushing up. So what was our target? Price made a higher high. We're waiting for price to pull back to the previous highest high, right? To retest, to continue. Again, price made a higher high. We're waiting for price to give us a pullback to where? To the previous higher high. And here's where we'll be looking for our entry, right? Then we go to the lower time frames, right? And we're looking for the market structure to change. We have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows on that pullback. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? We're waiting for those things to happen. Same thing. 30-minute time frame. Market structure on the 30, right? We had all this lower low, lower high, higher low, high, higher low, higher high. So we had a change of character. Notice where it retests. It retests right where the change happened. Higher low, higher high, higher low. Didn't touch, right? Again, I say this all the time. When we're looking for a retest, there's three different things that can happen. Price breaks, touches the line, then continues. We love those. That's the textbook one, right? But another variation is price breaks, comes below the line, then continues, right? And then we have the last one. Price breaks, misses it, and continues, right? Three variations. This one missed, continue, right? This one broke, touch, went up. They're not gonna touch every time. That's why you have to anticipate this. By not even anticipate it, you have to be viewing your lower time frame market structures so you can see when that change happens in the lower time frames. So when we focus in on this one, we can see in a lower time frame, we have market structure shifts on lower time frames. Over here, you have this high, right? You have this higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, high, higher low, higher high, or over here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. These are lower time frame market shifts. So you know. Did we have a clean entry over here? I wouldn't say we had a clean entry here. Over here, we didn't have a clean entry. On a 5-minute chart, that's the chart that I typically look for my entries on. It's not clear. There was too much. It was the price action here was so fast that over here didn't create enough structure for us to get a break of structure and a retest. Price is just moving too fast for us over here. We would get a continuation around here. So the 30-30 is pushing up. 30-30 is doing what it does. Right? Our target was here anyway. Yesterday we had a day of rise. Right? So market is giving us all these highs. High, higher low. Right? 30-minute zone. We got a new zone. Price broke. Let's just do this. Price broke above here. Where did the push start that broke that high? Was here. So we have this high. The price broke above. Where did the push start that broke that high? Was here to this high. So we're trading between that high and that low right now. It's crazy. It's a big push. Big push. Not looking to trade at. And BTC. Let's go to AU for a second. BTC gave us down, right? That's what we're expecting. Right high. Where's the pullback? Right here, around here, to then what? Continue the trend up. So basic market structure. Basic market structure, guys. Nothing crazy. Right? Looking for price. This is your point of interest, 4 hour. The price to pull from and continue that trend up. Right? And again, three things can happen. Price touching the line could go. Right? Or price could go below, then go. Or price could not touch and go. Right now we're touching. So we either have this or we'll have an extended to then push up. Either or. These are the options right now. And we're trading between this 4 hour zone. Right? Price broke above where the push started, broke the high, started from here, made this new high. Price broke above where the push start here. We're trading between that high and that low right now. That's our new zone. Low 87, high 97 at 10,000. Alrighty, so that's that. So let's go to AU because we just had an alert. Let's see what happens. So price touched our 4 hour break, right? And now waiting for the pullback. Got full ADR. I'm gonna turn this on again. Price doesn't cross, it just touches, touching. Right? Still, it's really not much for us to trade today. Everything moved super early. This moved, AU moved, Euro USD, want to wait for it to break above. GJ already moved, right? Half of what it does every day. But price could break and retest. Breaks retest, it might be an entry. Turn this alert back on. If it tests it, I want to see it. This already moved, right? So there's nothing. Everything's looking good. It's just moved so fast for us to get in. So that's today's class, guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Make sure to subscribe, to join the free Discord. Maybe Jumper might be taking some trades in the morning. He watches more pairs than I watch, so make sure to join the 7 a.m. live trading room. And if not, I see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Peace out, guys.